Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a 30-minute tarot card reading video. So this is a 5-question tarot card reading video. So I hope you're doing well, hun. Thank you for reaching out to me and thank you for telling me happy birthday. Thank you. I just had my birthday a couple days ago, so I've been a little backed up with requests, but now I'm finishing them. And I had a phone reading last night, so I'm good and I'm grateful. So I know there's been things going on with you, and it really means a lot to me that you confide in me and my work and what Spirit has to say, and I do my best to bring clarity. So we're going to try to do that for you again today. So your first question here. So I have your questions. So let's do a quick little prayer actually before I start reading your first question. So let's clear out the energy. I have your name in my head. We ask Universe now to reveal to this client time what she needs to know. We ask that the information that comes through for this client may come through God's higher purpose and God's higher intention. We ask the cards now to reveal and be able to bring any clarity and guidance to this client. I'm open to connecting to this client's spirit guides and angels so they could bring forth what she needs to know again. I ask anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's higher purpose and God's higher intention. For this client, thank you as I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael now to assist. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to start shuffling now here, hun. So let's see, let's go over your first question here. Your first question says, alright, last week my boyfriend went to a funeral of the mom of his ex, which he hadn't seen in years, yet saw her coincidentally 1 month ago in the streets and did not say a word to me. Only when I saw the message did I know. Anyway, fast forward a month, she contacted me to tell him her mom died, and she wanted to tell him. Next day, he gets dolled up, and when I said we should go together to, he said no. He didn't want to make her uncomfortable. What? So what's happening there? I felt he put everyone's needs before mine, and he didn't care about hurting me. Is there something going on again with the woman? Why is he so blazing about my feelings? Does he not love it? Okay, so we're just going to focus on the funeral thing. So what's interesting is that this woman, she contacted you. So she contacted you, so it's not like, she contacted him without your, respect. So I don't know if she doesn't have his number anymore, but if she does, it's like she respected you to contact you to let him know. But what I find interesting, it's like he feels uncomfortable. I don't think it's her that feels uncomfortable. I think he feels uncomfortable, not her. I feel that he feels uncomfortable to go with you because I feel like he has still unresolved emotions towards her and whatever happened between them. I feel like he has still stuff that he feels for her, like just unresolved things that he has. And I don't feel like she would have been uncomfortable if he gone, to be honest. I think he would have felt uncomfortable because he has unresolved things with her, emotional things that he has not gotten closure or has not really let go of. So I'm going to pull out a couple cards for that question, but that's what I'm feeling. Is there anything going on between this client's boyfriend and his ex? Is there anything going on between the boyfriend and the ex? See, it's not that, and then I'll answer it, but okay. Yeah, there's anything going on between them. Okay. Oh, this is great. All right, so This answers your Italy question here, so this is great. Um, it seems like to me that I don't feel like he doesn't love you anymore. I do feel like he cares about you in his own way. I don't feel like he's lost his love for you. I don't feel like it's that. Um, I it's not that he doesn't love you. I feel like he cares about you. I don't feel like he loves you in the way that you want him to love you. That's what I'm feeling. And I don't feel like he has a strong love for you the way you have that strong love for him. I feel like he just cares about you. And I think I've always told you this, hun. There's this feeling where I feel like he's not for you. There's this feeling where I feel like at some point you guys will grow apart, or like you know, go your separate ways. Because I don't feel like he has everything to offer he doesn't have everything to offer you and everything that you want him to offer you. He doesn't have that to offer you. Um, and again, it's just a comfort thing. It's a familiarity thing. Like, I don't feel like he doesn't love you, but I don't feel like he loves you in the way you want him to love you. I feel like he just cares about you. And now with this woman, I don't feel like there's anything going on between them, but I do feel like he has unresolved emotions towards her and feelings. So it's like he still feels things for her. That's what I feel, but it's like unresolved. So either there wasn't very good closure or it was a really big mess, whatever happened between them. But there's definitely unresolved things between her and him. But I feel like she's come more to terms with it and she's found ways to move on or accept, but he hasn't. So that's why I'm saying, or he just forgot about it. That's what I'm saying, that she would have felt fine with you going. It's him that felt uncomfortable. So it's funny that he said, "Oh, she would be uncomfortable." That's the funny part about it. He's kind of like covering up for himself and what he's really feeling. So no, I feel he does. I don't feel like he doesn't love you. It's just he doesn't love you in the way you want him to love you. I don't feel like he's for you. I think I've told you this. I see you guys eventually growing apart or going your own ways because of lifestyle or just knowing that he can't offer what you want. Um, and it's in the end, if it does happen, it's for the better. It's for the better because, you don't want to be with somebody that you feel like you have to constantly be trying to get their attention or trying to make them understand you or you're constantly trying to um, maintain the relationship or maintain the love you guys have. That happens naturally. Like when you're with somebody and you love somebody, you don't have to constantly try to hold it together. It should hold itself together because you both have to put your part mutually. So it's I feel him definitely um uh it's not that he's losing it for you, it's more he's just not loving you the way you want him to love you. And I think it's just because it's just how he feels. I do feel maybe again, it has to do with himself. He doesn't know what he wants. He feels lost. I've told you this many times. So it's like I feel like he's lost and he doesn't know what he wants. And I don't see him knowing what he wants with you a lot as well. So it's like it has nothing to do with you, hun. No, this is something he struggles with himself. I don't feel like he's ready. So let's go on to your next question here, hun. Your next question is, after these things had gone to crap because of his past history of cheating, I'm not sure he will come back. He's not transparent. I guess my question is, what am I doing? Should I just put an end to this? What do you see for me in the near future? What if I live in this world? Okay, well, first off, this card came through. This represents relocating, traveling, a move, and definitely something overseas. So there is that big confirmation there while talking about him. The cards are what they're talking so there is a move. I do see you moving. I know he has a lot to heal, but will he? You cannot wait for him to heal. That's not your problem. He needs to heal on his own. You can't rescue him. You can't save him. He needs to save himself. You can't save him to the point where you are trying to make him that person that is good for you. He has to do it on his own. If it doesn't come out of his own heart, then it's just, you have to let go and let it be. Now, when I say let go, let it be, you've waited long enough. You try to see if he'll change. You'll try to see if he, sees that light or whatever it is. And sometimes if you feel like there's no spark anymore. You feel like he's not really giving you um, that feeling in return. It's like, why invest or still hold on? You know, I feel like you've been holding on for a long time. So to the move, it's a yes. And it's just what they're saying about him here. These cards are focusing on him. This is him, but reversed. It's kind of saying that you're going through a lot of self-realization right now. There's a lot of things that you're learning spiritually. This represents spiritual growth, healing for yourself, learning a lot of wisdom. It seems like you're still needing to go through these lessons with him because you're not getting it still. You're not understanding still the lessons that you're going through. You haven't learned your lesson. You haven't learned the lessons that you're supposed to learn with him. You're still either holding on, you're still thinking something can get better, but from a personal psychic point of view, I don't see him changing. I don't see him healing completely in the way he's supposed to heal. I see him still going to be lost, confused with the relationship, confused with you. I don't see him cheating, if that's what you're worried about, but I do see this wishy-washy, hot and cold feeling coming from him that's going to be constant. And you don't want to be with somebody like that. You want somebody to know that they're sure with you and they want to be with you, especially with the amount of time that he's been with you and how long you guys have been together and everything that you guys have gone through, you know? That's why I think I told you this in the past, but there's this feeling of a break, maybe separating from each other, so you both can realize and find yourselves and be like, try to have that solitude and disconnect from each other to be like, okay, you know, maybe we need this break to see what we really want, you know? And I can't figure out what I want with you because it's just not working out. And it should be a mutual thing and knowing like maybe I need to figure out what I want and I need to do it separated from you. And that will allow me to think better and clear with myself. I do see a possible break, and guidance wise, I'm feeling a break and a separation is for the better. I feel like that would help you, even if you're saying, you know, maybe this is just separation so I can figure myself out, figure what I really want, because what I thought I wanted with you is not what I want anymore, and it's not making sense as it used to, and it's really hard to try to get that emotional availability from you, and it's really hard to connect with you in the way that I've been wanting to connect with you. And I think we need our time apart from each other, or break up for a little bit so we can find ourselves and figure out what we want and don't want in our life anymore, or in a relationship with someone. I think you need that. I think you both need that, because there's just a lot of wisdom and learning still is taking place. It seems like your guides are saying that you're still going through lessons because you're not understanding and you need to learn it. You come through as an empath, somebody who's emotional, who goes through a lot, somebody who understands energy, feels energy around them, very emotional, empathetic person. So it's hard for you to, you know, let this go because it's something very emotional for you. All right, but your guides are saying, they're showing me this move and this thing overseas, and they're saying to me, have strength, you know, have strength in this process. Trust in the universe. All right, hun, I'm going to go on to your next question here. He just told me he has been thinking about that. And it's funny because I think I told you this a while back that I didn't think he was going to go with you to Italy. Because you're saying now that he doesn't think living in Italy full time is the right thing to do. Nice that he told me after waiting for 2 years, I feel I should stay put and wait for the answer for my future to come to me. I don't want to stay in Miami any longer. I still want to go to Italy. July are the busiest. So I'm planning to make money, save, and take whatever. Can you see where we'll end up? I feel after taxes. Okay, so, well, first off, I see you going either way. That card came through for traveling, a move, going somewhere overseas, traveling for business. So most definitely it's going to happen. I'm going to see if that's what your question is. I'm going to ask a time frame. Let's see here. What is a time frame for her move to Italy? And when will it take place? Whoa. What is the time frame for this client's move to Italy? When will she move and go over there to Italy? Okay, look at that. You see? That's crazy. Okay. Oh, okay. Will it be... I'm seeing here. I'm just going to close my eyes. Look, the moving card came through again. That's crazy. And then this represents travel. travel as well, letting go of things that need to be let go of. So this could happen, anxiety that you're going through because of thinking about this, and then just, you're going to be happy over there. I would say, I'm trying to see here. I'm picking up most definitely next year, the same around like spring. I know you're saying it's the busiest July or August, but I don't see you moving. I don't know if you're traveling. I don't know if you're saying you're going to move or you're just going to travel. I do see traveling, so I don't know if you're going to travel still for July and August, but I do see you living in Italy, or there's a possibility of something happening with Italy, like in that degree around next year in spring. So I would say April or May. May or April. Um, Around that time. But traveling, yes, I see traveling. I don't know when you'll travel, but there's definitely traveling coming through for you. If you want to travel in July and August, go for it. But all I'm seeing right now is a move or living. I do see you living over there around like next year of April, May. I do see preparing will be better, organizing yourself, making sure that you have the money and everything will be helpful. Because I see flowers and I see like springtime of next year. That's what I'm picking up on. And I see that this will be something hard for you because you're going to have to let go of a lot of things. I don't know if you're going to just decide to separate from him during that time and be like, maybe we need to separate and part ways and see how this goes. But for now, I need to find myself and follow what I love. Um, and I can't have you holding me back or making me think that it's not the right thing to do. Don't let anyone ever make you think something's not right, especially if it's something you love to do. I think he knows you love to do it, and if it's like a risk you're taking, but it's just to try it out, what do you have to lose? It's something that you're doing to see if it could really help your business or whatnot, and something that you love. So I would say go for it. And that's kind of the time frame I'm picking up, but you're definitely going to be traveling. But I'd see something happening within next year during spring. All right, hun. So I'm going to move that. The traveling card keeps coming through, and that's awesome because it's like really, really confirming. Your next question is, I feel like next year is going to be all about changes for you and you letting go of things that no longer serve you. And I feel like you need that. I feel like you need to now really release things that are no longer serving you. Those things are just holding you back and making you feel like you can't move forward. And if it has to be a relationship, then so be it, because I feel like it holds you back a lot. Am I going to stay here in this apartment until February? He also needs the help financially, and I would like to stay if he wants me to. It's convenient for my job. Is our relationship over? Or will he heal and try to fix it when he feels it over? My darling, please do not wait for him to fix anything. Please, please don't. From a psychic perspective, I am picking up that he needs to figure himself out. And you need to fly like a bird for now, for a little bit. I feel like the relationship needs a break. It needs a separation for a little bit. And you need to let him miss you. You need to let him miss you. I feel that's not true. You can trust men. That's just, people it's everybody's different, my love. You can't say that every man you can't trust, and everybody has their different ways or different personalities. Again, it's all about the vibration you have for yourself to attract the kind of men that you want in your life. So maybe you have to work on yourself. These are things that I've realized too, I'm single now, and I've realized the way I feel about myself, that's the kind of men I attract. So it's like if you have this insecurity or you feel scared that you can't trust people, then you'll always find people you can't trust and they'll always betray you. Um, and like I said, I see this a lot of changes and things being let go of for you next year, which is the new life that you're talking about. And I feel like it'll be so good for you, where you could fly like a bird, feel this relief. It'll feel a discomfort, but it will be a good discomfort because it's like you're growing and you're learning now to embrace it. I'm gonna ask about the apartment. Okay. Will she stay in her apartment till February? Do not wait for him anymore. You've waited long enough. Don't hold on for him anymore. I don't see anything happening on his part. He's in a different world. I don't see him putting in the effort that you want him to, and he's not going to, so just let it be. Let it go. I'm being honest with you. I don't want you to waste your time and your energy on that anymore. I'm being honest with you. It's not that he's a bad person. It's just he doesn't know what he wants, and it's like you're trying to fish this out of him, and you're going to drain yourself. And I'm going to stay here in this apartment until February, and I don't think you being around him will help either. If you have to move, you have to move. If you have to leave him, you have to leave him. You cannot live as roommates together. That will not work. If you want to for like a month or two, but then really, really commit to then leaving because you need to. I would tell you straight out, yeah, stay, but no, I don't feel that for you, hon. You need to. This is already like a book that needs to be closed. This is a chapter that has to be closed, and it's been left open like a long time. It's like you've been trying to leave it open, and there's something that you have to go to the next page. There's something where your guides are saying you need to turn the page. You need to turn the page. I'm not saying end it completely with him, but maybe you need a break. Separate from him. You need to turn the page to see how things progress. If he misses you, if he wants you back, if he puts more effort, if he tries to be different, you know? Let me see here. Will she move by February? Well, I'm seeing something happening between next year of spring, so that's something maybe I'm picking up, which is after February, so that's probably why that's happening. And will she move? I don't see you. I'm going to stay here until yeah, I feel like you will. I feel like you will stay there until February. And then I see things changing next year of April, May, springtime. So I do see you staying there until February. But you need to create some boundaries. Again, this is free will. You could change your stars. Nothing's set in stone. This is just the possibilities I see. But if you feel like you need to leave, if you feel like you can't be around him like roommates because it's affecting you, then so be it. You do what's best for yourself. But I do see you staying till February. And something happening during the springtime. All right, so. And I think that's it. That's all your questions, hon. I'm gonna pull out one more card for you to see what Spirit has to say as like advice, as a little bit of guidance. Last message for this client from Spirit. Oh, there you go. Okay. Last message for this client from Spirit. Last message for this client from Spirit. There you go. Oh, I love these cards. It's so beautiful. All right, Temperance. Patience. Patience with yourself, not with him, but with yourself and the situation. Everything's happening everything's happening for a reason right now. Everything's happening in the right time. All will happen in the right time. You will go through loss. There will be this feeling of a loss from this situation, but everything's going to be okay. And that's what I'm here to say to you. You will be okay. And then this card, which is something I love, which is something that you're going to love, this is a focus on career. Focus on new discoveries, new adventures, just focusing on your career and your passion and just new things happening in your career. And I really feel this is for representing of next year. Next year, a lot of changes are going to happen with you. You're going to let go of a lot of things that no longer serve you, things that you've just been, I feel like you've been dragging, that you can let go of now. I feel like your relationship will come to its conclusion by next year, very soon. Not very soon, but definitely after like the new year. You will come to a conclusion, and I feel like that's going to allow you to move forward. And new things and discoveries and adventures are going to happen with your career. It's going to be great. Embrace it. I see you traveling and move with you, so that's beautiful. And it's hard because I know you love him a lot, and it's hard to imagine everything that you did, everything that you worked for, everything that you went through with him to like just go to waste. But sometimes you could love somebody and still let them go. They could still love you and you still need to let go, and that's kind of what I went through too. We still love each other, but we knew we weren't, like, we can't continue because it's getting to that point where we need a break. we need to step away to find ourselves and to figure out what we want again, because what we're wanting from the relationship is not coming out in the way we wanted to. And that's what's happening with you guys. So that's something I'm seeing, a possible separation and break, which I feel like don't be afraid, like let things just take its course. And you can even let him know this as well. And I feel like he'll be a little upset, but he'll be okay with it later. So I'm going to leave it with that, my darling. I very much hope I brought some clarity or guidance in this hard time. And please pray to your angels and your guides and ask for them to point you in the right direction. Tell your angels and guides to show you what you should do, you know. And they'll send you signs. And I'm always here for you. I send you lots of love and many blessings. Thank you always for writing to me. It's a pleasure. And thank you for trying to recommend me to people. And God bless you. Many blessings. Bye now.